The Ibanag language is spoken by up to 500,000 speakers, most particularly by the Ibanag people in the Philippines, in the northeastern provinces of Isabela and Cagayan, especially in Tuguegarao City, Solana, Abulug, Cabagan, and Ilagan City, and with overseas immigrants in countries located in the Middle East, United Kingdom and the United States. Most of the speakers can also speak Ilocano, the lingua franca of northern Luzon Island. The name Ibanag comes from the prefix I, which means people of, and bannag, meaning river. It is closely related to Gaddang, Itawis, Agta, Atta, Yogad, Isneg, and Malaweg. Use and current status. As of October 2012, revival of the Ibanag culture is part of the mother tongue-based program of the government which seeks to preserve indigenous cultures, including its languages, for generations to come. Ibanag is one of the MTB languages now taught in Philippine schools, and two current stage plays, Agta Bannag, and Why Women Wash the Dishes, are being performed in the Ibanag language. Phonology. Vowels a, I, o, u, y. Monophthongization of diphthongs is observable in Ibanag. For example, the words umat bali or agaf are sometimes pronounced as bale and ago respectively. Consonants. Ibanag is also one of the Philippine languages which are included in the allophony. The Ibanag language is distinct in that it features sounds that are not present in many related Philippine languages. Certain unique phonemes of Ibanag compared to its sister languages feature consonants specifically, as in Inafirice, as in Bavia pig, as in catting a goat, and as in Magina maid. In addition to this, Ibanag also features gemination, therefore making the language sound guttural such that Gadua, Mapatsi, classification, similar to more known languages in the Philippines such as Cebuano and Tagalog. Ibanag is a Philippine language within the Austronesian language family. On the other hand, it belongs to the Northern Philippine languages subgroup where related yet larger Ilocano and Pangasinan also fall under dialects. Since Ibanag is spoken in various areas of northeastern region of the Philippines, there are also minor differences in the way that it is spoken in these areas. Ibanag spoken in Tuguegarao is known to be the standard dialect, and other native Ibanag speakers usually distinguish if the speaker is from Tuguegarao City with a variation of the pronunciation and accent. Most who have adapted the urban dialects of Ibanag tend to have a Hispanic accent. In Tuguegarao City, before the Spaniards came, the language was Aralia. Spaniards introduced Ibanag to the city from Lalo and made the language as the lingua franca of the northeastern Philippines. But with the introduction of Ilocano settlers, Ilocano has become the new lingua franca since the late 20th century. Archaic City speakers and Ilagan speakers in Isabela have a hard accent as opposed to the Tuguegarao Ibanag that sounded Hispanic, but native speakers of northern Cagayan have a hard accent. For example, Ibanags from towns in northern Cagayan, which includes Abulug, Apari, Camalanugan, Pamplona and Lalo, tend to replace their P's with more F's. Also, certain Ibanag words differ from these areas as opposed to the Tuguegarao and Isabela Ibanag. Examples: Mapatus, Mafato, Pajipayan, Fagafayan, Dupo, Defo. Tuguegarao Ibanag may be considered as the standard. However, northern Cagayan Ibanag may be the one closest to the ancient pre-Hispanic Ibanag existent prior to the spread of the language throughout the province, as northern Cagayan was the original Ibanag home territory. On the other hand, Tuguegarao Ibanag, besides having Spanish influences, may have acquired elements from nearby Itawis. At the same time, Isabela Ibanag may have acquired elements from the original Gaddang language predominant in the province. Archaic Ibanag, Some words used in the present such as inafia rice, bavia pig, afia fire are listed in Spanish texts as inafui, bavwi, and afui respectively. Also, the Ibanag term for the number 1, tade, was once used interchangeably with the word it, which is no longer used apparently by modern speakers of the language. Grammar. Orthography. There are two ways that Ibanag can be written. In older texts, the Spanish style is often used. This is where Q's, C's take place of K's, and words that end with a glottal stop are added with C after the word. However, this method can make the language even harder to read. However, since the language is no longer being maintained, there is no correct standard form of orthography. So, often you will see a combination of both. Example 1. Quiminakami tabbavi, we ate pork. Example 2. Napanutakunamwilangwisi, the sky is full of clouds. The other way of writing Ibanag is the simpler way that tends to be more phonetic. Example 1. Kiminakami tabavi, we ate pork. Example 2. Napanutakunamilangi, the sky is full of clouds. Nouns. Personal pronouns. Independent pronouns. I, second, so, you, siko, he, she, it, ya, we, situm, we, sakami, you, sakamu, they, ira, second, so, I, me. There are many ways to say I, me in Ibanag. The language is agglutinative, thus most of the time pronouns are attached to verbs. There are at least 4 ways to indicate the pronoun I. I'm eating. Cumin na equals cumin na. Sometimes na is used instead of na. I gave him some food. Nedak ku ye tamakan equals nednku. I will be the one to go. So layman nana yume equals so. I split it in half. Jinadwa equals jinadwa. Here the glottal stop on the sentence indicates I. Without the glottal stop the sentence would become incomplete and would otherwise not make any sense. Sikoyu. There are also a couple of ways to indicate you. Go outside. Malaweg ka, Malawan and ka. You give idamu, idin and mu. Ya, you, he, she, it. As with the other pronouns, there are a couple of ways to say this, but usually people use na. He lost it. Nwawin are lost he, she, it. Situm we are often tam is attached at the end of the verb or noun. Situm as we, when you want to include the person being spoken to. Let's go. Tam nana. Or tam. Sakami we, when we want to exclude the person being spoken to, we use sakami. In this case, you only attach me to the end of the verb, adjective, and noun. Ume me narinan, we're going to look. Ume me. Nabatug kami, we are full. Nabatug kami. Ibanag kami, we are Ibanags. Sakamuyu. This is when we refer to more than one person being spoken to. Often, nu or kamu is used. Apanu yaya, go get him, her apan nu, uming kamutari, you went there, uming kamu, ira they, ira is seldom used unless emphasizing that it is them. Instead of ira, the word da is used. Janatang da y bail, they bought my house. Janatang da. Possessive pronouns. Kua is the root word that identifies something as belonging to someone. Often ku is added before kua to emphasize this. Note that this is only possible with mine and yours but not with other possessive pronouns. Kukujachan, that is mine. My, mine, ku, kua, kukua. Your, yours, mu, quam, kukuim. His, her, its, na, quana. Our, ours, tam, kuatum. Our, ours, me, quame. Your, yours, nu, quanu. Their, theirs, da, quada. My toy, gagayamku. Your gift, regalim. Her erring, arachu, na. Our land, davat tam. Our house, bali me. Your car, koche nu. The dog, kitu da. This is mine, kua your. This is hers, his kukut kua na your. That is yours, guam yachin. That is hers, guana yari. Demonstrative pronouns this, yuri your. That yachana yan. That yari your. That yuri. This dog yikitu. That cat jan kitor. That carabao yari nuong. That day yuri aga. In order to emphasize or stress the distance or time, the stress on the word falls on the first syllable except for jachin, i.e. yachin davan, that land. Other ways that words are emphasized are by using locatives. This house ye bali tor. The girl there jachin babataten. The man over there yari lalakitari. That old lady a long time ago, Yuri Bako Turi asterisk, with Turi the stress on tu is often lengthened to emphasize the distance and time that has passed. Tadenaragif isang arrow, Tadavulan isang buwan, Tadenadegan, Ragun isang town. Locatives here, or atawi, there at Taten, there at Tari. There are turi, enclitic particles, interrogative words what, ani, where, sit or, when, nukani, why, nata, who, sini, how, kunazi, how much, piga. Each of the doubled consonants must be pronounced separately, i.e., ani, ani kuamu. What are you doing? Sit or angayut tam. Where are we going? Kanilab mu. When did you arrive? Not an ari karkuman. Why are you not eating? Sini nanguptar afafeku. Who took my fan? Kunazim lutuan yachan nuewun tu ricardum. How are you going to cook that if you don't have the ingredients? Piga your. Piga yachan. How much is this? How much is that? Verbs. Ibanag verbs are not conjugated in the same manner that most Indo-European languages are. They are conjugated based on the tense of the word. As with many other Malayo-Polynesian languages, there is no verb for to be. However, this is sometimes compensated by using the verb for to have. Infinitive and present tense. Many times, the infinitive form is the same as the present tense. Ega, there is, to have. Cuman, to eat, eat. Umanum, to drink, drink. Mawag, to need, need. Kaya, to want, want. To like, like. Uma, to go, go. To come, come. Monarchy, to not want, to not like, not like. I'm here, Eganatawi. Do you eat goat? Kuma, katu kazing. Drink this, inumamu your. Drink water, umanum katu danum. You need to sleep, mawagmu makiturug. Past tense. There are different ways to form the past tense. Here are a few common ways. Niluto, naluto, cooked. Jinapo, cut. Inusika, inarayu, placed far away. Janatang, bought. We cooked inungding. Nalutu kami tad inungding. We cooked the pig. Nilutu miyari bavi. They cut my hair. Inusi na waivuku. I got my hair cut. Napa usi na tavuku. They placed him far away. Inarayudayaya. I bought you this cow. Janatanku your bakapara nikor. Dot. Future tense. Again, there are a couple of ways of forming future tense. One is by the use of a helping word like to go. Sometimes the present tense can indicate future depending on the context. Apaminanayaya, we're going to pick him up. Sonu mangranwang kana gumatang tu lishon. Sonu bibane kana matang tu lishon. Go by leshon later. Dot. Sangaf and sangor sangaf nana. Later on. Sangor nana. Do it now. Sonu mangrananwan. Or sonu bibane later on. Structure, syntax, word order. Ibanag sentence structure often follows the verb plus subject plus object pattern. Example, Nilawani andoy waikitu. Andoy took out the dog. Adjectives often follow the nouns with a marker attached. Example, Dakuln Arbali, big house. simple sentences as opposed to descriptive patterns. Example: the house is red. Uzan y bali, the red house. Uzan na bali. Markers y and na are the two most commonly used markers in Ibanag. They either link adjectives to nouns, or indicate the subject of the sentence. Examples: naglu na galo, loud laughter. Naglu indicates loud and the na links it to laughter. Atanang y ana mu, your child is tall. With the lack of the verb to be in a switched syntax, y indicates that your child is the subject. To is another marker that is used, but is not very simple to explain. Often it is seen in conjunction with the word awan, meaning nothing and none. Example: awan tumakan, wala nang pajkain, there is nothing to eat. Here, to links awan and makan. It is like nang in Tagalog. Ta is yet another marker used. Ta is like sa in Tagalog. Example: magangwa kata baguna sila gagawa karang bagang up uin. Make a new chair. To and ta in the Isabela dialect. Ta is used to refer place. This is also used in Tuguegarao. Example: mine kami ta Tuguegarao, we went to Tuguegarao. To is used to refer on things. Example: quimanang kami tu bavi, we ate pork. Consonant mutation. Ibanag verbs that end in n lose the last consonant, which is replaced by the first consonant of the succeeding word. However, when the succeeding word starts with a vowel or another n, the last n is not affected. Examples: apin mu yari libru. Correct equals apam mu yari libru, go get the book. Nasingan ku y yamana. Correct equals ne singa ku y yamana, I saw his father. The marker ta and the preposition na, sometimes, depending also on the dialect, acquires the first consonant of the succeeding word. Ta lai kukna bali. Ta lai kukna bali, at the back of the house. Ta utan on top. Notice that ta is succeeded by utan, which starts with a vowel. Samples. Proverbs. This is an example of an Ibanag proverb that is also known throughout the archipelago. Y tole na ari na malapay ta pinagafuaranan na ayari na makad ta angayanan na. Ang teong hindi maranong lumandgon sa pinangalingaw na hindi makakarating sa pararuinan. Translated to, he who does not look back into his past, cannot reach his destination. Tao lang iawan tu binara yang jachanta utan davinitam sa lang atwaling alak, ku sa ibabarang lupa dipat teoi lumaklik. Translated to, in heaven there is no beer, that's why we drink it here. Awari mu kagayan na piyo nana y luk tapanuari na majivung. Ameng kajim tu piyo nana y luk tapanuari na majivung. Huwag mong sabing sisiw na angatog para hindi ito maging bugok. Translated to, never call an egg a chick, so that it will not become rotten. Cagayan Provincial Anthem. Cagayan, Davan na kakastan niakan egg ka laran nakuon ta pm new kuruk tu mapre yukaniakan. Area ta kavaluvuga na katamin. Cagayan, mokamemika narinan. Cagayan, A12 kajitam. New ani pagra y kastan davan nakaruan, egakala ta futu na ididukan. Translation: Cagayan, a beautiful land to me, you have done great things. If it were true that you will be away from me, I will not intently forget you. Cagayan, I adore looking at you. Cagayan, you are incomparable. Even if other lands are beautiful, you are in my heart to be loved. The direct translation done in here is different from the English version of the Cagayan Provincial Anthem. Vocabulary. Loanwords. Many words in Ibanag are of Spanish origin. The language is infused with Spanish words that are often not seen or heard in any of the other Philippine languages. Eyeglasses, and chapara, anteojos. Plants, macetas. Store, chenda. Door, puerta. Toilet, casillas. Quickly, immediately, insidia. Simple greetings. Good morning. Dios nicamuta ama. Good afternoon. Dios nicamuta fugak. Good evening, night. Dios nicamuta gabi. How are you? Kunazi ka. I'm fine, good on you. May pianagapa, sikor. I'm just fine, thank God. May piagapa, mabalo, tare-fu. Thank you, mabalo. Where are you going? Sitor y-agayamu. I'm going to umanata. What are you doing? Ani kukumu. Nothing in particular. Awan maski ani layman. Please come in. Talang kamu. Madulo kami amatlong kami. Long time no see. Nabayag takana ari nasimkan. Numbers chapter 0a1. 1 tate, 2 duwa, 3 talu, 4 apa, 5 lima, 6 anam, 7 pitu, 8 walu, 9 sayim, 10 mafalu, 11 karatade ons, 12 karaduwa dos, 13 karatalu trees, 14 karapa 14, 15 karalima kins, 100 magatu, 200 duwa gatu, 500 lima gatu, 1000 marivu, 2000 duwa ivu.